Hey guys, Hater Michael here in First Warning Weather Center. This thing looks like it's out of focus. Let me get that set real quick before we get things started. Good to see you guys here tonight. That's even worse. How bad is that? That's even worse. Jeez. Hey, good to see you guys here tonight. I'm trying to get this in focus. I need to get a better webcam. As a matter of fact, I do have a better webcam right here. But for some reason, this thing is not working. It is not compatible with the computer. It keeps saying that it's not there. I don't know what the issue is. I have to figure that out. But again, today's date, April 13th, 2014. Thanks for everyone stopping by already. Looks like we have a couple people already in here in the YouTube channel. I'm going to go ahead and post a link up on my Facebook page and also on Twitter. So if you guys have any questions about the weather, throw your questions in the comments there. That's what we're here for. I'm here to answer your guys' weather questions. That's the reason we're doing this. So if you guys have any questions, you guys can tweet those to me, Andrew WSYX6, and I will start answering those questions for you guys. So again, if you guys are on the Instagrams and the Twitters and everything else, you guys can tweet me at Andrew WSYX6. So again, thanks for everyone jumping on here. The link is posted now on Twitter, which is great news. So yeah, Ben, thanks for everyone stopping by already. Now I'm going to save this image real quick. Turn up this volume. I think we have a couple people. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to comment those on the YouTube channel as well. I'll be getting to those, and I will be responding to those. So hopefully everyone's been enjoying the beautiful weather that we've had the last couple of days. It was just gorgeous out there again today. Couldn't ask for much better weather for April. You know, it's been such a day. It was fantastic to make up for what we had over the winter. And let me check. Did we officially get to 80? When I left work for my dinner break, we were at 79. 80. We got to 80. So we did hit 80 right when I was on my dinner break. It's crazy that it's already this warm. But the average first day of 80 degrees in Columbus is April 17th. So we're 4 days ahead of schedule. So I don't know what you want to think about that. It might mean that we have a harsh winter. Your opinion. So cool. Again, if you guys have any weather questions, tweet those to me at Andrew WSYX6. Or if you guys are on the YouTube page, you guys can post those comments in there, and I will be responding to the comments in the weather chat. And view all comments, and I do not see any comments coming in yet. If you guys are commenting, tweet me and let me know, because I don't see anything. This thing, I don't understand why this thing is so hard to get into focus and to stay in focus. I wish this other webcam would work. I really do. I don't understand why this webcam, it baffles me. It baffles my mind why this thing is so finicky. I don't get it. But the nice thing is, at least with YouTube now, it's not crashing. If this was Ustream, that thing would crash all day long. All right, let's see here. Pedro's in there. He's commenting. Pedro asking, what will Monday be like? Monday, Monday is looking like in the morning we will be dealing with dry conditions as you're heading out the door in the early morning hours. Rain pushes its way in around midday, and then we will be dealing with just some nasty conditions into the afternoon, just kind of rainy, windy. Temperatures about 10 degrees cooler than what they were today. And then we see temperatures fall very quickly as we head into Monday night and early Tuesday morning. That's where we could see a little bit of snow. Posted the link to the chat there. Post the image. All right, let's see here. All right, let's see what kind of questions we have. Pedro, that's the only question we've got so far. If you guys have any questions in, you guys can tweet those to me at AndrewWSYX6, or which I'm checking my Twitter right now. Dylan asking, did I get your pictures? Yep, I got your pictures of the sunset. I really like with the one looking up the street where it's not angled. It looks really cool. I like that one because you can see the sun setting. So good picture there, Dylan. I'll be sure to use that tonight. If you guys have any weather photos from the day today, send them to me. AndrewWSYX6 on Twitter. Or if you guys are on my Facebook page, Andrew Michael on there, which is actually facebook.com/Andrew Michael ABC6 Fox 28. All right. All right, let's see here. No other questions coming in. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the day. Looks like we have a couple people in here. What's everyone up to tonight? Seems like not many people on here. It's pretty dead. Pedro, will this week look nice? Well, today's the warmest day of the entire week ahead. 70 tomorrow, the high of 41 on Tuesday, so definitely significantly colder temperatures. Wednesday, 52. Thursday is 60, 68 on Friday. So we warm up by the end of the week, but today, hands down, was the warmest day of the week ahead with a high of 80 degrees. Just barely snuck in there, too. I'm not sure what time that actually came in. Let me check there for you. So, yeah, this week it's going to be a little cooler than what it was over the weekend, that's for sure. Yeah, that's spring for you. You get a couple of nice days, then it gets cool again. Then we try to warm back up. It just kind of bounces all around. The National Weather Service has not sent out a new daily climate report. The last one they sent out was at 4:56, and we only hit 79 before then, but we did hit 80 after that. So no word yet from them on the exact timing. Hello from Chillicothe, from Alan. Hello, Alan. Good to see you. Let me post something here real quick. Let me post an image. That's not right. All right. If you guys have any weather questions, again, you guys can comment those on YouTube there in that channel, or if you guys are on Twitter, Andrew WSYX6, to hit me up on there. Weather cues. All right, so let's see here. What else do we have going on? All right, any other comments coming in? Nope, not on YouTube. Check out Twitter. Are you on YouTube yet? It says April 6th. Yep. Here is the link. Tweet. Tweet, 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 tweet. All right. All right, behind the scenes today from Pedro. You're getting behind the scenes right now, Pedro. As far as later tonight, I'm not sure. If this webcam was working, yes. But this webcam is not working. I don't know what the issue is with it. Matter of fact, let me just go ahead. So yeah, plugs in fine. That's fine. Webcam's fine there. So that goes there. Ooh, does that go into there? That wouldn't have anything to do with it, would it? The fact that it's not going in there. See, I'm experimenting because we have this other webcam, and I thought that this worked. That's just an arm for it. My mind is going 100 miles an hour right now trying to figure out this stupid thing. This really frustrates me because this webcam I know is much clearer, it's much crisper, but for some reason it's just not working right. Let me plug it back in. I'm gonna go off the camera and I'm gonna go back here behind the Weather Center and I'm gonna try to plug this right into the tower to see if I can switch over to this other camera because it is much better quality. I know it is because I've tested it and it works. You guys still hear me? You guys can hear me. I can see the audio levels. It's not going. I don't know why this video thing is not. I don't know why it does not want to work over there. I tried. I really did. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's almost as if it does not. It notices that it's there, and I've had the drivers installed for that, but it just does not want to work. All right, so let's see what other questions we have coming in. Can't hear you from Pedro. Should be able to hear me now. I walked around the set there, so that's why you might not have been able to hear me because I was trying to plug in that other webcam, but for some reason it does not want to work, and I don't get it. Adam Sparks saying, watching you on my cell phone. Cool, Adam. Good to hear. All right, let's see. Found it. Any thunderstorms soon for Dunkirk coming in? That's a question from Bradley Combs. Could have some thunderstorms tomorrow. We're not looking at anything severe, but you could have some rumbles of thunder as we head into the afternoon tomorrow. Again, it's going to be mainly we're just looking at some showers, a few rumbles of thunder, and that's about it for tomorrow. So nothing crazy severe. But you never know. We'll always keep an eye on things for sure. So yeah, there you go. There you go, Bradley Combs from Dunkirk. A slight chance for some thunderstorms tomorrow, but not going to be widespread. If the official taken is at the airport, then why do you have different temperatures? Why do you have a different temperature than the other stations? That is a good question, and one that I do not completely understand. I can tell you that the temperature should be the same at every single station. I don't know where they would be getting their information from, because what we do, we pull in different kinds of data. We can pull in data directly from the airport, which we prefer because A, they're monitored, they're quality controlled. We can also pull in, if let's say Joe Schmo has a weather station in their backyard. It's called MADIS data, and we can actually use that as well. But the problem with that is that sometimes people will have their weather station sitting out in the sun. So somebody's going to be running 5-10 degrees warmer sitting in the sun than what it would be in the shade. So that data, we don't, those information or those temperatures, we don't like to use as much because they're not as accurate, they're not as precise. The instruments too alone. And that stands for Meteorological Assimilation Data Ingest System. It's a couple of guys out in Denver, or Colorado, maybe Boulder, that just are inputting all of this information. I mean, they'll stream it, but they're in charge of making sure that there's not the manpower to quality control it. But as far as the temperatures for the airport, every station should be the same. So I don't know if you want to expand on that at all, John, where you've seen other temperatures different, but I'm sorry. All the temperatures, we all use the same weather stations for our current temperature maps. Brad, good to see you here tonight. All right, let's see. Any other weather questions you guys have? Go ahead and tweet those to me, or you guys can Facebook those as well. I just posted the picture of me up on my Facebook page. See if there's any weather questions over there. All right, crazy weather from Jose. That was his comment on that. Crazy weather indeed. Thanks, Dylan, for the share on Facebook, or Faceplace, as some people like to call it. All right, let's see here. What other things do we have coming in? Yes, I don't know if you guys saw. We could see. It depends on where you live. Eastern and southeastern Ohio will see much less, but we could see an inch of snow or so more if you're further out to the west as we head into Tuesday morning. Crazy. Brad saying it was 76 today. I believe that's up in Dunkirk, so thanks for that report there, Brad. All right. Yep, John is right. They are never the same. That's crazy, Pedro. Here's what it might be then. What it might be, maybe the other stations, and I'm just making an assumption, maybe they are not using the airport data. Maybe they are using Joe Schmo's backyard radar or temperature sensor, thermometer, weather station. Because I can tell you, I know for a fact that especially when we show you, we have different views. We have, we call it a Columbus area, which is really tight on the metro area. The next step wider, which is one of my favorite views. It doesn't show everyone, but I'll tell you why it's my favorite here in a second. My next step favorite is the Columbus Metro view, which has like Marysville, Delaware, Mount Vernon, Newark, Lancaster, Groveport, Grove City, Dublin, and Columbus. The reason that's my favorite view is because all of those are airports. Those all have airports where we can use that information. I really love those because, like I said, they're quality controlled, they're monitored, with the exception of Bolton Field and Grove City. Sometimes their sensor goes down late at night. But when we step it out to the entire viewing area, there's other places, and I just want to pull up my map here so I can make sure I get the correct cities. So there's places like Chillicothe. Chillicothe right now is running 5 degrees colder than anywhere else on the map. It's 66 on our map right now. And that's because that temperature always runs cooler. Their sensor's probably not calibrated properly. It's probably just off a little bit. Another one, Logan, New Lexington, Maxburg, those aren't even showing up right now because, again, they're not the quality controlled ones. So I can tell you that we stick to the airport because they're quality controlled. So, yeah, that's crazy that they're not the same when they're showing current conditions, because it should be, if they're using the official information, it should be all exactly the same. So that is quite crazy. All right, let's see here. What else is going on? Any other questions? Oh, there's a lot more questions over here. John is right. Evening, Andrew from Debbie. Good to see you. Is it really going to snow this week? Yes, we are expecting some snow as we head into Tuesday morning. It's going to melt really quickly. The ground's very warm, and it'll be wet from the rain that we're going to see Monday and Monday night. But we are expecting to see a little bit of snow as we head into Tuesday. Brad saying, how do you guys pick what fan weather picks go on the news? Well, I like to pick creative ones, and obviously ones that highlight what the weather is, ones that kind of help tell the weather story. So that's the big thing. I mean, if you take a picture of your dog in the backyard, I mean, it's cute, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't tell the weather story of the day. So one that I'm going to use tonight, and I'll just retweet it right now. I'm going to retweet that on Twitter, so let me edit and retweet. Using this tonight. So from Dylan Moody in Zanesville. So he sent this great photo. It's got a lot of buildings. I'm not a huge fan of buildings, and there's the telephone pole, which, I mean, you know, it gets in the way of the picture of the sky and the weather scene. But what it shows are these very thin, wispy clouds, and those are cirrus clouds, and that's what we see when the weather is about ready to change, because you get a little bit in the upper parts of the atmosphere and you get these ice crystals. That's what cirrus clouds are. They're ice crystals way up in the atmosphere. And the reason I love this photo so much is because it's showing the changing weather. It's showing those cirrus clouds. It's showing the sky. It's showing the green grass at the bottom. There's a lot of really good things that I like about this photo, and that's why I'm going to use it tonight. So as far as picking out which photos I use, I love using ones that tell what happened today, and then it can also tell what's going to happen in the future. So anything that really is just captivating that I can use. Because we are cool here in Chillicothe, LOL from Alan. I'll do the same, John. Oh, so John's saying, I will watch the news tonight at 11, and Channel 4 and Channel 6 and Channel 10 all have different high temperature for today. Well, I can tell you one thing. We very rarely run high temperatures from the day. I'll do it today because it's the first 80-degree day of the year that we've had. But normally it's forecasting. It's not past casting. So, I mean, the only reason I would talk about the morning low temperatures that we had earlier in the day is if it was exceptional, if there was something strange about it. So when I do forecasting, at least for me, and I know a lot of the other meteorologists here at Channel 6, is that we look into the future because that's what we're here for. We're not here just to tell you what happened. Our main job is to tell you what's on the way to help prepare you of what you can expect. So that's why, like the high temperature map, I have not used the high temperature map on air. Oh boy, it's probably been a couple of weeks because it's been a while since it's been a story. But yeah, today's the first 80-degree temperature of the day. But yeah, tweet me if you guys notice the differences. I'd be interested because yeah, the information we're getting is from out at the airport, officially recorded and quality controlled. Yeah, Debbie, I agree. I am so done with winter as well. The only downside to that is that it's the only downside to winter being over is that my allergies are starting to flare up, just very congested. It's quite crazy. Nick asking for Newark area, are we going to get snow Tuesday? The short answer to that is yes. The longer answer is it's going to be very warm and wet, so not a lot of that will be sticking. Probably going to be less than an inch that will fall, but as far as how much will stick, it depends on what it's falling on. If it's falling on pavement that's wet, it's going to melt almost instantly unless it's falling very quickly. If it falls on grass, it'll stick around for a little bit, but it's going to melt because everyone's going to be back into the 40s for Tuesday afternoon. So we are expecting some snow. Right now it's looking like most of the area, an inch or less, mainly less. If you live in far western Ohio, so if we're talking out by Dayton, Marysville, up towards Dunkirk, for Brad, we are looking at, could see maybe an inch or two, maybe, but it's all going to melt. No matter if you saw 3 or 4 inches of snow later this week, which we're not planning on it, they would all be a relatively light accumulation of snow. So I want to go ahead and paste this back in because I want to see, I want to check to see if our snowfall map has updated since I went on my dinner break a little bit ago. I wanted to see if things have changed at all with forecast, and it's loading. It's actually shifted the snow a little bit further east, so right now it's showing, I think that's showing, yeah, generally less than an inch for everyone. So, you know, some pockets could see slightly more, but it's all going to melt. No matter where you are, no matter how much snow falls, it will melt throughout the day. I told my family if anyone is complaining about the heat, I was going to punch them in the nose. That's not very nice. AB Bergeron, good to see you here tonight. From AB. I hate snow from Daniel. All right. Checking out Twitter right now. Again, if you guys are on Twitter, Andrew WSYX6. And I can respond to those pretty quickly. All right, see if there's any other questions coming in. Thanks for everyone jumping on here. Looks like we have some more people in here today, so I appreciate you guys stopping by, leaving your questions, weather questions. Kind of jealous for everyone that had today off that did not have to work. It was a gorgeous day, and unfortunately I did not get to enjoy a lot of it. I was here at work. All right, checking the comments here. See if there's any other new comments coming in. That's good that you were teasing them, Debbie. That would be very mean. Since winter was very cold, will summer be so hot? From Pedro. It's not a clear yes and no answer for that, because a lot of it has to do with the overall big pattern, what's going on, and it's looking at El Nino, it's looking at the jet stream. There's a lot of different factors that go into play there, whether it's going to be an average summer, whether it's going to be a hot summer, a cold summer. I will tell you right now, and I'll pull it up just to see if they've updated this, from the Climate Prediction Center. And again, when this webcam thing is up again, actually, I can show you guys this right now. So let me switch you guys over, screen share. We're going to go over here. So I want to zoom in. So let's look at the, so this is out for the next 3 months. So it's showing slightly average, maybe a little bit below normal temperatures, and relatively dry, or relatively average seasonal outlook, relatively average precipitation. For the next month, it's saying wetter than normal, colder than normal. So there you guys go. El Nino watch issued. Here you guys go. PDF. We'll go with the English version real quick. Look at that. El Nino watch. Synopsis. The chances of El Nino increasing during the remainder of the year, exceeding 50% by summer. So there you guys go. Official El Nino watch out. That was released 3 days ago. So that was what? Friday? Was it the 3rd or 10th? Thursday. El Nino watch out Thursday. That's pretty crazy. Weird that I didn't hear about that till now. All right, so let's bring this back. It's going to flip around for you guys real quick. I'm going to check to see if there are any other questions coming in. Oh, I forgot to do this tonight. I forgot to add in my comment thing at the bottom. There you guys go. Twitter, EnderWSYX6. All right, so let's go back over here. Let's check out comments coming in. So let me go back to see where I messed up. Burgon. Sorry. Daniel. Love this format. Do you do this every week? Question coming in from, we're just going to call you AB. That's my first 2 initials anyway. I do this every single week. Yes, I do this every single Sunday night at 8:30. So if you guys have weather questions, you can stop on in. Normally we focus just on Ohio, but if someone's traveling, let's say you're going on vacation, you have plans out of the state this week, I'll do the forecast. Just let me know where you're going, when you're going, and I can respond to your guys' questions about what the weather's going to be like where you're at. I have a weather group on Facebook in Chillicothe that Phil is in. I'd love to run this. I love to run this next week in it, if that's okay. Sure. And if you do that, AB, I would encourage you to tell other people to come back and check this out as well. The more people we can get in here, the more questions we can have, the more active it makes it. So, yeah, I totally think that's awesome. I think share it, let other people know, and we can answer some more of those other questions. All right, so let's see here. I want to see if there's any other chat. Apparently the chat on this thing is horrible. You guys are commenting, but there's also a chat if you're watching this on Google+, but no one ever comments over there. I've heard a lot of bad feedback about it, saying that it's not the best. All right, so let's go back to the toolbox. Let's see if there's any other new questions coming in. Don't see any here. Oh, man. I'm exhausted. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. All right, I also have another group if you're Hardin County. Updates, cool. Are the temps going to go back up after Tuesday, right? Yes, they will go back up. Matter of fact, low 50s for Wednesday, back up to 60 by Thursday. So we do bounce back up, fairly mild. Oh, and I forgot, and I feel bad for mentioning this over a half an hour into this, but a nice little reminder for you guys is I do this every single Sunday night. I will not be doing this next Sunday. I need to burn some vacation days, and I'm planning a little trip out of town with my wife, little vacation, mini vacation, like 2 days, 3 days. So I will not be doing this next Sunday night. But here's the deal. So I've been doing these, and I think it's great. I love all the comments coming in, and we're going to do a spring severe weather special. So it's an hour-long program, 7 p.m. on April 23rd. So you can mark your calendar now, 7 p.m., April 23rd. It's going to be on ABC 6 or WSYX 6. And we're doing an hour-long special. And what my job is, I'm doing a couple stories with it. And another thing I'm doing is I'm doing the social media center. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have behind the scenes, just like you're seeing now, weather chat. It won't be here in the weather center. I don't know where they're going to have me for it. I'm kind of looking around the studio thinking of what they're going to... I don't know where they're going to have me, because the thing is, it's kind of cool to show the webcam and do this, but I don't know where they're going to have me. I'll just leave it at that. But I'm going to be doing this starting half an hour beforehand, so you can type in your questions beforehand. We'll highlight some of those while we're doing this broadcast on air. We'll have the questions just live on air coming in, and that way you guys can, you know, have your weather questions. For example, anything that relates to severe weather, anything at all, anything that relates to severe weather, you can ask weather questions when we have this. Again, it's April 23rd. The YouTube channel will start streaming at 6:30 to start getting questions going. But at 7 p.m. is when we're having our hour-long severe weather special, and that's where, again, I'll be doing Social Media Center, and we'll be showing some of your questions. So, example questions. I don't have a basement. Where am I supposed to go if there's a tornado? Another question, I'm trying to think of some of the ones that we had last year. Is it safe for me to drive down the road when there's a tornado? The answer to that is no. The first answer is interior room. So what are some other questions? I'm trying to think of the school talks too. But anyway, any weather questions that you have, I will be answering those, again, April 23rd, which is 10 days from now. It's starting a half an hour before the broadcast. We're starting the stream at 6:30. It's all behind the scenes, so you can see everybody setting up for the show. And then 7 p.m. is the broadcast. I'll be streaming live from behind the scenes, and we'll be answering questions during that. So just wanted to put that on the radar. All right. Did you break out the mopeds this weekend and go riding? I did, John. Another thing I want to add here. So for anybody that does not know, I have a blog where I update the weather on there all the time. And it's called www.stuckinthebuckosphere.com. So instead of like stuck in the atmosphere, my middle name is Buck, so stuck in the buckosphere, BUCKOSPHERE, or you can just search that. I often tweet out links as well. Like when I'll blog, I'll retweet the link from earlier, so that way you guys can. Matter of fact, I just sent out a tweet with that of my blog from earlier today. All right, so let's see if there's any other questions coming in. I want to refresh my Facebook page. I do. Zanesville tied the record today, 82 degrees. Last seen in 1977. Speaking of that, the record for today in Columbus is 86. So we did not break the weather. Let's see here. Wish I could stream Too Choppy for Me tonight from Brad Sheets. That's weird. Mindy saying YouTube works much better. Thanks, Mindy. Good to hear the feedback. All right, let's see if there's any other questions on Twitter. Do not see any questions on Twitter. I'm checking out the Facebook or the YouTube comments now. I will watch for sure. We'll watch for sure. Awesome. Glad to hear you guys are going to be watching that. Someone asked about Roku too. Roku. I I don't know what the deal is with Roku, because I'm sure that would have to be like a corporate thing. I don't know. I'm not sure. Brad asking, what if you are in plane and there's a tornado? What do you do? Well, I can tell you one thing. Planes do not like to fly in storms. They're going to fly around them if they can. So if you are in a plane and there's a tornado anywhere near you, you have a very bad pilot. That's all I can say. Planes should be flying around thunderstorms for sure. Watched last year, learned a lot. I am from the West Coast, and our weather is much different. Yeah, the weather is significantly different from the West Coast. On days like Tuesday, I wish I would be on the West Coast. Can't wait. Sorry I'm late. From Blake. No problem, Blake. All right, see if there's any other questions coming in. Otherwise, don't see any other new questions coming in. I'm just checking it one last time. I'm going to pull the plug on this here very shortly. Thanks for everyone stopping by. So, again, I will not be here next Sunday because I am using some vacation days. I will be doing the live stream next Wednesday, the 23rd, for the severe weather special. We're starting it at 6:30. The broadcast doesn't start till 7. So if you come early, get your questions in early, it'll give you a chance to be used on air right off the bat. So bring some weather questions related to severe weather, and we'll be using those. I want to check out YouTube one more time, see if there's any other questions. I do not see any over on Twitter. Again, if you guys are on Twitter, you guys can see that at the bottom there, Andrew WSYX6, and I can, if you guys have weather questions, I can respond to those anytime, day or night. So you guys can post your questions there, Andrew WSYX6. I'm checking the comments one more time, making sure I'm not missing anything. I don't see anything. Will this week look nice? No, that's old stuff. That's old stuff. All right, checking this one more time, see if there's any other new comments. Nope, cool. All right, cool. Thanks for stopping by, everyone. Appreciate it. And again, 23rd, 6:30. And if you look at my YouTube live events, it's already there at the post at the top. And then after that, it will be the following Sunday, which would be 27th. So again, thanks for everyone stopping by. Really appreciated everyone bringing the weather questions tonight. Fun times. And see you guys in about 10 days. Or tonight during the broadcast, 10 and 11. See you guys. ABC 6 News at 11 and Fox 28 at 10. See ya.